Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This week's been an incredibly busy week for me. I've made a squirrel feeder, I've built a hide, we've stuck up in the woods, it's all been, how can we put it, baited up and everything. I've got a trail cam up. It always helps, guys, if you remember to actually turn the damn thing on, because if you don't put it in like a record mode, nothing's going to happen. So we'll have to see what happens over the weekend. I'm away from the farm for a few days. However, I've also done the in the process of doing the Webley Fault, and I'm hoping my body's covering at stock. The stock's about halfway done. This is going to be a future video. I'm not going to show you guys at the moment because I want to put the whole thing in one big video type thing and show you the start to finish process. Still waiting on some component parts for the actual rifle action, i.e. some piston washers and mainspring, but it is happening, guys. Really, I've halfway filmed it. Right, I read every comment, guys, I promise you that, and I also try to reply to everything. I said this before, YouTube doesn't let me always reply. I keep trying, but like I say, I don't know where my replies go. They just vanish into thin air. However, talking of comments, it's something I want to talk about. It's why I actually shoot live quarry, because I've noticed some people don't quite get it into their heads why it's necessary to do predator control. I don't really like saying vermin control. I think vermin's an emotive word. I prefer predator control, or problem species, should we say. Right, in the UK, the main air gun quarry and stuff you're allowed to shoot on general licences, and there are, I think, 3 different general licences you shoot under for birds. It are rooks, jackdaws, magpies, jays in England, carrion crow, wood pigeon, feral pigeon, and then you've got rats and squirrels. So the lovely viewer who asked me about shooting squirrels, or put a question mark over it. Grey squirrels in the UK are an invasive species for one. They were brought here from America, which is, I suppose, a fair trade-off. We gave the Americans house sparrows and starlings, they gave us squirrels. Hey ho. But they're an invasive species. They carry a disease which is passable onto native red squirrel species. They also outcompete red squirrels, being a far larger mammal than a red squirrel. They're one of the biggest reasons for decline in red squirrel populations. Also, they do immense damage to woodland. It sounds strange, but they do. They'll go up a tree, they'll strip bark off it, they'll invite disease into the tree through peeling back the bark, and also they'll hinder tree growth as well. This is why Forestry Commission actually carry out population control on grey squirrels. Also, now you've got to stop having in your head like Disney things, sort of cute little cuddly squirrels. If you shaved their tail off, they would look no different from a grey rat, and trust me, they have a voracious appetite for small birds, nestlings and their eggs. We are so fortunate in the woodland on the farm where I shoot. We have red listed woodland species. These are protected at all costs. There are native birds, grey squirrels. They comb like through the hedges in breeding season. They'll destroy nests, they'll destroy like the nestlings. it's almost a duty or definitely a responsibility to actually control their numbers. We have absolutely loads of grey squirrels in here, and I'll do my best to keep the numbers down. Also, they can be a hazard in farm buildings. They get up into the actual roof structure of the buildings. They'll chew through wires and stuff and potentially cause fires. This is the whole reason these are controlled. I would dare say to people who are a bit, how can I put it, bit fluffy towards grey squirrels, I dare say they'd have a different opinion of them if they looked like a brown rat. Obviously on the farm, rats are controlled. They carry diseases, they cause immense damage. Once again, same as squirrels, any ground nesting birds, you risk predation from them. They also harm like livestock and the chickens, and especially ducklings. If you ever want to see something really graphic, I suggest you search on YouTube, brown rat attacks ducklings, and then you will see what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, Mother Nature's red a tooth and claw. They need control. Plain simple thing is they do need control, and provided it's done in a humane and safe manner. It's not cruel. In the English language, in the Oxford Dictionary, cruel means willful, causing pain and suffering to an animal. That's not what shooting's about. The idea is almost a surgical approach, and lights out. I would be very, very upset indeed if I saw someone deliberately targeting animals or birds and not going for clean kills. That's not what shooting's about. It's nothing to do with countryside at all. Our duty, one shot, one kill, lights out, no suffering involved. It's a very humane and surgical way of doing things. Why I shoot corvids? Once again, we have red-listed birds in the woodland. Numbers need to be controlled. When I was growing up as a kid in the countryside, we had a plethora of songbirds. When you go around now, where the songbirds gone, you invariably see non-stop corvids, being crows, jays, magpies, jackdaws. They cause immense damage to the biodiversity in countryside, and they should be controlled. Indeed they are, especially on this farm. We have livestock on here. If you've ever seen a carrion crow remove the eyes of a newborn sheep, it's graphic, and it would probably turn the most anti-shooting live quarry person, make them think again. Obviously jays, absolutely stunning, beautiful birds, but you've got to see through it. They are a member of the crow family. They do immense damage to nesting birds. Like I say, they're controlled on this farm because we have red-listed woodland birds in here. Wood pigeons, control them. Behind the woodland on this farm, we've got a field of rape growing. There must be about 2,000 pigeons on there now. The damage they're doing is absolutely horrendous. It's a duty to control their numbers as well. We have the bangers up, like what I call pea guns up. All that do, you put pea guns up, you put scarecrows up, it just moves them from one patch to another. It's the only real way to control, to do anything bad, to prevent the damage to the crops, is through humanely shooting them. And feral pigeons, well, we have feed for the livestock in here. They carry disease for one. They dung in all the livestock feed, so once again they're controlled through for that reason. Also they cause immense damage to the machinery through their drop-ins and stuff. So everything, personally, what I shoot for a reason. It's never I'm going to go out and blat wildlife. That's not what's about. It's not what being a countryman and a responsible shooter is about. So I hope this clears it up. And guys, next week we'll be on the squirrels. So until then, thanks very much.